It's time for the True Sports Card Show, the only 1 hour radio show giving you the latest information in sports cards, memorabilia, and collectibles. Here are your hosts, Imran Polati, Tim Big Shep Shepler, and Kevin Michael Whitey Gleason. Cheerio, Rice Krispie.
Yeah, you thought last night was big with De'Aaron Fox coming back. We're talking today about the return to the True Sports Card Show of Imran Polati. Will he be booed? He should be, but I think he'll be cheered.
I only get booed on your show. Literally, it's so funny because they just attack me in the chat. This guy's clown takes.
Oh, that's 1 or 2 or 7 people.
And listen.
Oh, no, the card guy is back.
The card guy's back.
They don't even call you by your name. You're just the card guy.
In-arm Polito is back is what the guy said to me.
Welcome home to the True Sports Card Show, Imran. Welcome home.
I will tell you.
We had a tribute video, but we lost it. It got deleted. Sorry.
Tribute video.
For you,
got emotional, and then I start talking, and everybody boos me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this amazing game that happened last night.
Yeah.
I was excited. You were physically at the game.
Physically.
I was not there, but I did watch the replay, and they did not happen to play the announcement of the. It wasn't shown on TV as far as like the
starting lineup.
Starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I saw your replay on your phone, and he got quite the cheer. Quite the cheer.
Yeah, I think it started as kind of an eruption of boos, and then it kind of rolled into cheers. It's funny. It was kind of a mixed reaction. Overall, I think it was pretty positive. I love the way Anthony Slater put it in The Athletic today. Anthony Slater, of course, had covered KD's return to Oklahoma City years ago, which was ugly.
Cupcake. They kept calling him Cupcake.
Yeah, the Cupcake game. But Slate said today, he wrote that it was not too thorny, and I would agree with that completely. It was not too thorny last night, and I was afraid it would be.
They did boo him every time that he had the ball after the tribute during the game. Do you think it affected him? 16 points.
I just think he's struggling with the
6
shot right now. Yeah.
What do you think, Kyle?
I think his pinky is destroyed. I think he said in the post-game presser, like, oh, yeah, March 17th, we go to the Los Angeles. I might get surgery that day. Who knows? So
I think at this point where they're at, they're far from the 10th seed. It makes sense for them to just shut it down. Let Castle and other players get their run.
I think he's shooting 24% from 3 since joining the Spurs.
So it might make sense for him to just shut it down now. I could understand why he decided to play, come home, get the accolades, feel good about everything. But now that that's over, go ahead and have the surgery, shut it down, and be done for the year.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe this was something that he wanted to get out of the way. I was thinking, oh, he might get surgery and avoid this. Maybe in a way, maybe he felt like, let's get this first one out of the way and then move on.
I love it because I'm in that mixed emotion. You know how I feel. I talk about it on Drive Guys. I'm like, you don't want to be here? I'll drive you to the airport. Let's get you out of here. Let's get somebody in here. And we'll talk about the guy that got in here in a second. But I just enjoy seeing a player realize that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Maybe not for the moment. You got Wemby, you got Castle, you got great players to play with you, and it's a long-term goal for you. But like, I want out of here. If that's really what he said, which he says that he doesn't, but come on, right? It was especially I was especially smiling at 16 points and a loss by 20 points.
Oh yeah, yeah,
made me feel good.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I tweeted this last night. The introductions are out of the way. The tribute video's out of the way. Now go win the effing game, which is exactly what they did.
And so, as a card show, what we are, I want to see how it affects prices. Now, keep in mind, these prices are eBay sales that have happened over the course of the last few weeks and over the location throughout the nation or wherever it's been sold, not just local. But I look at it from the standpoint of, do people still want to buy De'Aaron Fox cards here locally? And I'm seeing that less and less and less now. The cards are sitting in our cases a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to put them on eBay, etc. This morning, a 2017 Panini Prism De'Aaron Fox silver PSA 10 rookie sold today for $180. And yesterday one sold for, I'm wrong, 3-3. So March 3rd sold for $180. March 2nd sold for $165. It's right in that $165, $180 range.
Mm-hmm.
Still a nice purchase. And if you're looking for a long-term hold, I think it's nice. It's Wemby's Scottie Pippen to Wemby's Jordan.
Yeah.
So,
and that's not necessarily local, right? That's
just
sales.
Yeah. eBay sales. So a nice pickup.
Yeah.
I'm ready to move on from Fox, just like he's ready to move on from us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the guy that he got. that we got instead of him, Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about Zach?
He's so quick, lightning
Sacramento.
quick release. And he has, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. He has a step back that's like a reverse jab step. Normally a step back is almost like a passive move to get out of the way. For him, it's like a weapon because he takes that step back and that ball's on its way.
That release is fast, right?
Yes.
And he also has a nice up fake, step to the right, and then he shoots the three
Throws
as
some
well.
nice passes, too. Had a really nice pass underneath to Jonas last night.
Yeah. So I'm looking at LaVine as how kind of a long-term investment might he be? Talk about affordable. This guy is affordable. His rookie year was 2014, drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves. If you watch the draft that year, he screams an expletive after he gets drafted by the Timberwolves. Like, why do they pick me? He's a UCLA kid from California, and then all of a sudden he's got to go to the frozen tundra. And so his 2014 Prism Silver PSA 10 sold on March 2nd for $26. What a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, just
how many did you buy to sell at your store?
I didn't buy any.
Oh,
I didn't buy any. But most of Zach's rookie cards in the PSA 10 format are less than $30. When you think about, like, I want something. Do you hear that noise?
I did not.
That's my eBay going off on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I must be buying on the Zach LaVine as we speak. It went ding, 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 ding. Always a great sound for me. Zach LaVine in the sense of like getting an affordable local superstar who's going to get that attention
with some upside too. Is there
absolutely?
Yeah.
And even though DeRozan is a little bit more consistent in the scoring, Zach coming off of his Western Conference Player of the Week, as well as just how they've been playing. 4 out of 5 they've won the last 4 out of 5. They almost won Denver. This has been a nice run, and I'm hoping that the Kings fans are taking advantage of this opportunity of Zach LaVine.
I would humbly suggest that with DeRozan, obviously we don't know yet where he's going to end up, what he's going to accomplish, but we know pretty much how good he is, and I think he's pretty much at his ceiling, whereas LaVine, there might be a little more room there where, he could still take it up a notch. That's not a criticism of DeMar, but just, LaVine's having his best year of his career now.
Is it? Yeah. His shooting percentages are through the roof.
Yeah.
As well as the fact that, like, I see, and again, they are two different players. I'm not comparing them, but a lot of Westbrook in him. That fast twitch, like, boom, just hits the cuts. I like him a lot. I'm really enjoying him. And again, he's at $45 million or whatever he is. Very expensive player, but
that's not as onerous as it was just a year ago. A year ago, it's like, man, that contract.
Because of his foot.
Yeah.
Because of his injuries.
Right. But also just the way with the new CBA and the way salaries are going up and up and up, that amount is like, it's more manageable than it was just a year ago.
The new CBA is also going to make it so that if you go to the first level of the luxury tax, it's less of a penalty than it was before. So teams are going to get like a $12 million bump because the tax penalties are going to be very low.
Yeah. So when I'm looking at possible investments, I like Zach LaVine. For those of you that are local, pick up your Zach LaVines. There are people that are not paying attention to him throughout the nation. You might be able to pick something up on eBay or pick it up on, maybe a Facebook post or something to where you're like, let me go get some Zach LaVines. I would suggest buying them already graded because the cost of getting it graded doesn't exceed the value of what you'd be getting if you just bought the thing at $26.
I tell you, Emron, I'm feeling a lot better after last night about my hoops, Devin Carter, Silver Prism rookie.
How you feel about Devin Carter?
I like him. Yeah.
I just can't get over his hair. Can't get over his hair. It's so
the hair. I'm
wispy.
okay with the jump shots. Like,
you mean to the sky?
Night. Yes.
You know when Curry does that pregame shot where he just throws it up in the air and it goes. It feels like that's the kind of shot that Devin Carter's regular shot is. Quite good though. He played nicely. Scored 5 points in a quick hurry there. He dunked.
Yeah,
he dunked. That was nice to see. I think he's nice. I think he's nice. I'm enjoying him, and the one guy that we haven't talked about that I think has just been the catalyst right now has been Jonas. JV is kicking butt. I'm enjoying him. I don't think he's ever going to have a lot of strong value. I'll look him up while we're talking. But what's your observations on Jonas?
He's already a fan favorite. I believe he was the last player introduced last night. And
that's always an honor, right? To be the last guy.
Yeah.
Because that used to be Fox. And then
no, I think Fox, it was Fox at one point. And then I think Domas, it became Domas.
The Kings do it by position now, I thought. They go point guard to center with the introductions.
Yeah, I think that is the way they've been doing it. But, fans are responding to him, and he's just been so dominant. I think he's given them a little bit of rim protection, which they've lacked. He's not a great rim protector, and he's also a really good passer. What I like about him, Emran, he's not Domas. He's not as good of a passer as Domas, but Domas sometimes will get the ball. It's almost like a quarterback that's like maybe hangs on to the ball a little too long, whereas Jonas, whatever he's going to do, he gets the ball and he does it. Boom.
I love he puts his arms up and his hands are halfway at the net level, close to the rim. Mm-hmm. He's got long arms. He's contesting a lot of shots, especially those mid-range in the key type shots, changing that up and giving the guys a chance to defensively rebound against some of these shots. I know that he challenged a couple of castle shots. Here's some food for thought. Jonas is one of those that, again, it's not necessarily am I trying to find the goats to buy, but am I finding something that might be a good purchase right now, a nice investment? Jonas is going to play a lot of minutes, even with Sabonis back. You could already tell he's going to put in 20 to 25 minutes a game minimum. He's going to be their big guy that's playing the extra minutes, giving Sabonis a chance. Sabonis has been in foul trouble at times during the year, and they really haven't had anybody to kind of help out to fill those type of minutes at the 5. They tried some Trey Lance. They tried some Alex Len. Just didn't really do much in that standpoint. Jonas has now filled that void, and 3 straight double-doubles. I mean, the guy's doing great. His rookie year was the 2012 Silver Prism Panini year. 2012, it was unique. I remember getting back into the hobby.
Toronto, right?
Yes, I remember getting back into the hobby during that time. And they did a double. There was some sort of a lockout. And so they did a double rookie class in 1 year. There was no 11-12 product.
Okay.
So they did 12 and 13 together. So like Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving were both number 1 picks back to back. They were both in the same set. So this set, 2012, it's the first year of Prism for basketball, and it's an incredible set. Tons of value in there, tons of rookies. Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonas is in there. Kyrie, Anthony Davis. Chat in the YouTube chat, tell me who else was in that set. I mean, there are some really big names. I said Jimmy Butler already.
I think Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard, good point. Damian Lillard. Tobias Harris is another one, not a big.
Was that the Klay Thompson?
It is Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. All of them are rookies in that year.
Bismack Biyombo, Jimmer Fredette.
Unfortunately, yes. Thomas Robinson. Yeah, all those guys. So here's the last sale of a Jonas.
Wow,
Silver.
a Nikola Mirotic.
A Nikola Mirotic. Yes, the Mad Bomber for the Chicago Bulls, I think is who Mirotic played.
I remember when Vezenkov was coming here. Pardon me for interrupting, but somebody was saying, this Vezenkov could be the next Mirotic, and some people around here got excited. And I was like, "Why are we excited about that?"
Elijah's dropping knowledge. He says Iman Shumpert, the Dancing with the Stars former king,
nice.
Dancing with the Stars winner,
17th pick in the 2011 draft, right after Kawhi Leonard and Nikola Vucevic.
Vucevic rookies in there. There's some good stuff. Anyways,
my personal favorite, a Norris Cole rookie card.
Oh my goodness, Norris Cole with a flat top for the Miami Heat. 2012 Silver Prism Panini, Jonas Valanciunas, PSA 10, the last one that sold on record, July 22nd of last year for $122. That's pretty good.
Yes.
If I remove silver, let me see what the regular card would be. Just at the.
I bet his auto is awesome.
$27 for a PSA 10 base Jonas rookie Prism. $27. Hey, you're getting all kinds of King Stars at PSA 10s for less than $30. Zach LaVine, Jonas Valanciunas. Let's go.
Yeah, I just decided as you were talking there, I'm gonna collect all of the Lithuanian NBA players' rookie cards. So
and who does that include?
Matas Buzelis.
Oh yes,
both Sabonis, both Saboni.
Yeah, because like radius is.
Yeah,
so multiple Sabonis and Saboni.
And then of course Valanciunas and I think Sharunas Marciulionis with Lithuanian. So I'll have to do a little research, but I'm committed to
Kyle Draper needs to work on his nicknames. He said the Lithuanian Hammer the other day is how he described Jonas.
Yeah, I think wasn't that on a dunk?
The Lithuanian Hammer, and I went, No,
He did it again, just
We're
throwing
gonna
it
work
in
on
there.
that. Yeah. It's like fetch. That's not gonna stick.
He's
like the
working
movie.
on it. Yeah,
That word's not gonna work.
workshopping it.
Workshop it at home.
He didn't care for my nickname for Laravia.
Which was?
We were so hot a couple of games ago. I called him Saudi Laravia. Drake said, "Yeah, I don't," and I think he was right to say
Saudi
it.
Laravia.
Saudi Laravia.
I thought someone also said
YouTube
Lawrence of
chat,
Laravia.
thumbs up on that or not? Oh my goodness. Saudi Laravia. What'd you say, Kyle?
Someone also came up with Lawrence of Laravia.
Lawrence of Laravia.
Also, Whitey, you're going to need Zadrunas Ilzauskas and Donatas Maniunas.
You bet I am.
Your search.
Yes, for my all my Lithuanian rookie cards. Yeah.
Yeah, and Laravia is another one who, by the way, is a card collector.
I know.
I need to have him be a part of True Sports Cards. He needs to come in, sign cards, maybe inscribe True Sports Cards is the greatest card shop in the world. I love them.
You need help with that approaching
Help
him? Or are you
me.
gonna? Okay,
Help
all
me.
right. Yeah.
Are you going to go, excuse me, Lawrence of Laravia, I have a question for you.
Hey, Saudi.
He said,
Go, wait, are you the guy that came up
Shorty.
with that? I'm not talking to you.
No, I'm not talking to you.
I'm never talking to you.
What if he inscribes that? Jake Saudi, in quotation marks, Laravia.
Yeah.
My goal by the end of this season, because he's probably not going to be on the Kings next year, my goal by the end of the season is we got to get Saudi Laravia on his basketball reference page
Oh my goodness.
as an official nickname.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Good
we
to have
have
goals.
we have multiple players that come into our shop. One of my favorites is Fat Lever. He loves to come into the shop and spend time with us when he's here because Fat lives here in Northern California part time, lives in Phoenix otherwise, but he's always in the
super
shop.
nice guy.
Always
And
in the shop.
a great underrated player.
Yeah. So I'm excited. This team, I'm feeling it. I'm really enjoying it. You deal with it on a daily basis, talking to the fans. What's your? And we'll move on to other conversations here, particularly about football in a second. But overall, how are you feeling? Because 3 weeks ago, oh my goodness, let's just tank, and you know how the fans get overreacted on some stuff. But
I think fans are really responding to the way this team is competing, and that there's kind of a blue collar element to them that they continue to harvest. And
it's
fans around
totally
here
a Sacramento.
love that.
It's a Sacramento DNA for
yes,
sure.
yes. So they're really relating, and it's amazing all the changes we've seen since Beam Team 1 in a short time. A lot of upheaval, but people are really embracing this team right now.
I'll say this, you know, we have this kind of murderer's row of what's about to happen with the Kings playing Thunder, Celtics, etc.
You got the Knicks and the Warriors and the Clippers coming up.
Yeah, we got Clippers tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Then back to back with the
Knicks.
So Clippers in LA,
Mm-hmm.
Knicks on Monday, home.
Thursday, Warriors.
Yeah,
and I'm not even looking beyond that, but you're right. You got that back to back with the Thunder and the Celtics coming up at some point.
But I also think of it this way: if you're the other team, if you're the Celtics, if you're the Clippers, do you really want to play us? I don't know. We're playing pretty damn
It's
good.
going to be a huge game tomorrow night. They're all really big, but Clippers, the Kings really need that.
They
win
can
against
make some jumps on this,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Where are we at the moment, guys?
Ninth, you could slide into 8th, I believe, with the win tomorrow.
But the bigger thing is the Clippers won the first 2 games of the series. So if the Clippers win tomorrow, they win the season series. And
So
if
they tiebreaker win.
yes,
The point.
and that's basically like a 3-game flip because you lose, the Clippers win, and you lose the tiebreaker, which is like losing another game.
I'm not bullish on them getting the 6th seed, the Kings. I think it's too big of a cluster. There's really good teams in there. I'm just hoping to be 7 because we just need that one win to get into the playoffs
Right.
versus being 8, take a loss, then you can go again. If you're in 8th spot for the play-in, 2 losses get you out. If you're 10th seed, 1 loss gets you out. If you're 9th seed, you got to win twice.
Yes, and there's another, you're 100% right. There's another reason why you'd rather be 7-8 than 9-10. If you're 9 or 10, even if you get out of that play-in, the best you can be is the 8 seed, which means you'd have to play OKC in the first round.
So what?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd
who
rather
cares?
play
Let's
the
go.
Lakers or whoever
Denver.
else. Denver.
You really want to play the Lakers right now?
I'd rather play them than OKC.
The Lakers are 40-21, and they're kicking butt. They're 8 games in a row wins. I mean, just
But that doesn't even include Denver, where Jokic is having literally maybe the greatest season in NBA history this year.
After
I
last
just
night?
went in there and shorthanded almost beat Denver. And should have if it wasn't for the blind officials.
careful. You just got fined $25K for saying that out loud. We've got an active chat right now. We've got a lot of people in here. I'm loving the conversations that are happening in here. Everyone's worst nightmare says Valanciunas dunks and scores give me energy. I like it.
I just love the look on his face. He's got kind of like one eyebrow's cocked a little bit, and he's like, I don't care. I don't care who you are, what you are. I'm going to destroy you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one other thing, and we'll move along. Keegan feels energized and different.
Hey, Keegan was trash talking last night, according to Fox.
Did he say something like, excuse me, could you do me a favor and move out of the way? I'd like to dunk.
It was when, I guess, Castle got his 5th foul, and Keegan said to Fox, hey, Fox, get your rook. And Fox said, I'd never heard him trash talk before. It's the first time I ever heard him do that.
And he talked. He talked.
Yeah, what do you have, 19 last night? Yeah, big game for Keegan.
I will tell you this again. One more thing. Jonas is signed for 3 years, including this year, so 2 more behind it. Zach LaVine is for this year, next year, and I think a player option.
Player option for a lot of money. Yeah,
so he's going to take that. DeRozan signed for 3 years, including this year. Guys, this is a time that if you have interest in buying inexpensive key rookies of players that are going to be here for some time, now's a great time to pick them up, particularly at that price point. And I don't mean to cross-pollinate with other sports, but when you're spending $300 for a PSA 10 Justin Herbert, why wouldn't you spend $30 on a Zach LaVine rookie card PSA 10 here locally? That to me makes more sense.
I would also throw out, to support your point, with LaVine's option for, I think it's $50 million for the last year. What might happen in that situation is he opts out to sign like a 4-year 160 extension with the Kings, assuming everything goes well.
That's what Kyrie wanted to do as well. Kyrie had a player option, was for $44 million or something, and it was like, I'll take less, just let me go longer
for a longer term commitment, which would have to probably be in Sacramento
because basketball contracts are guaranteed, not like football contracts. So
that could end up, if it all goes well, that could end up being a 6-year long arrangement.
You know why? Another reason that win last night was so huge for the Kings is because obviously a loss to De'Aaron would have opened up the can of worms again on, they screwed up by letting go of him, especially against the backdrop of the stories that came out yesterday. And now for what it's worth, you make a statement. Zach LaVine made that statement last night, and that's big time. Speaking of big time, for all your sports card needs, look no further than True Sports Cards and Collectibles, whether you're a new, returning, or current collector. Emeren has all your collecting needs, from the newest releases, hot singles, supplies, autographed memorabilia, even grading and authentication services. Come by and see for yourself. You'll wonder why you ever win anywhere else. We're all wondering that. We just didn't want to say it.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we didn't want to say it.
What's wrong with you?
Hello. That's True Sports Cards and Collectibles. Visit us today at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. By the way, I hear, Emeren, speaking of authentication, that PSA now has they have an app, a phone app they just came out with. Do you hear about that?
No, I don't want to talk about that. I have no clue what that is.
Oh, okay.
You caught me off guard.
Yeah.
You caught me. I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
PSA unveiled an upgraded version of its mobile app Thursday, one that includes a card scanner and research tool that leverages PSA's graded value estimates, population reports, and eBay sales history.
Does it tell you how long they've been delayed on your cards? I just got back.
New features enable collectors to identify, research, create a grading submission from their mobile service. Also will match the card with recommended PSA services. And it'll tell you it'll tell you, I read that somewhere. I don't know if I have it here. It'll tell you how your order's coming along.
So it's like, I'm going to look at it late.
Yeah.
Late. When's it coming? Sometime.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, good luck.
Shrug emoji.
What are you going to do? Send it to Beckett? I don't think so. That's kind of their slogan. Where else are you going to send it?
Right.
Yeah, they're receiving between 1.4 and 1.6 million cards per month, okay, to get graded.
Wow.
So just as a quick, and I'm a PSA authorized dealer, so I'm not talking smack on them.
And half of those are Wemby, concourse level, select, blue prisms.
You're not lying. You're not lying. Wemby is now the most graded card in 2024. He was the number one guy got graded. It's a lot like Zion back in 2019, that kind of number. Quick thing I want to run by you. We are in 2 locations as well as the store being open today. So today, Shep and AJ are at the East Bay Card Show in Concord, California. They're there right now.
I'm familiar.
Believe it or not, that show, they did a pre-sale and all tickets for Saturday had sold out yesterday. As in, hey, I'd like to come in. I just got here. Did you buy a ticket yesterday at least? No, sorry. They're turning away people at the door.
Oh my goodness.
That's how busy it is. So the Concord show. And then we're also in Sacramento at the Portuguese Hall in the Pocket area in Sacramento. I have Donovan and Ethan there. So our team is split up. We're all over the place. We're a lot like, I was going to say some sort of comment. I'll stay away from that. We're in 2 locations and the store is open.
Portuguese Hall. So Nemius Keita will be very popular card there because he's Portuguese.
Is he Portuguese?
I believe he is.
Name's
He's
Keita?
from Portugal.
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The Portuguese from Portugal. Got it. So we've got those 2 locations. Please come visit us. I put on my Instagram, and for those of you not following us yet on Instagram, True Sports Cards, one word, no weird spaces or underscores. True Sports Cards. I put on a poll, and there's a poll that I put up that said, hey, oh, and by the way, we need another follower. We're at exactly 6,666 followers. That's scary. I need somebody to follow immediately. Not unfollow, just follow. Somebody join us.
I could do that.
Yes, please do. Oh, you haven't? You've been my producer for a year. You don't follow us on Instagram?
That was not well played.
Yeah, let's edit you saying that out. Jesus. All right. So
well-intentioned, but
terrible timing. I put on a poll and I said, guys, we've got football. We've got Topps Chrome given by Fanatics Topps, unlicensed, or we have licensed product by Panini, but not having the autographs of the greatest players of the option.
Which just means with logos and nicknames and
Correct.
all that on the license.
So my question for the Instagram audience was, would you rather have a Jaden Daniels silver prism licensed card, licensed Washington Commanders, but not have an autograph?
Rookie card.
Or would you like a Jaden Daniels Topps Chrome autographed rookie card, but unlicensed? What do you think the stats were?
The answer is you'd rather have the auto. I don't know how your poll went. Well, I do because you told me, but I didn't before you told me know how your poll went. But when you told me about this, it's like, to me, the obvious answer is the auto.
YouTube chat, I would love to know your opinion on this. Licensed non-auto Daniels rookie, or a unlicensed auto, but no Commanders on there.
And that's also a rookie card, right?
They're both rookies, right? Yeah. And guess what? The auto lost. 55% of people said, I'd rather take the card licensed without the autograph.
Where did you find these 11 people that responded?
11, 58. Crazy. Greg says licensed. Sacktown MVP
Really?
916 says they'd rather have the auto.
Yes.
So I looked at the prices. The Jaden Daniels silver non-graded sold this morning for $285. That's just a license card, unsigned.
That sounds like a halfway decent buy.
Jaden Daniels refractor auto out of Topps Chrome. Doesn't say Commanders. Blank helmet. Sold this morning as well. Ungraded, $572. So roughly about the silver prism went for about 60% of value of a signed Jaden Daniels. What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel any direction? Like, why would you?
The auto is clearly worth more. I mean, it seems to me. I don't have any evidence to back that up. That's just my gut. I'm surprised at the results of the poll, unlicensed or not. Jaden Daniels rookie auto to me is like, yes, that's what I want. That's what I need.
Now we have evidence of this a season ago. When I say a season, I don't mean 2023, but I mean like the basketball season. Topps Finest, Topps Chrome came out unlicensed, but it had Wemby autographs, and it also had the other exclusives: Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson. It's Wemby or bust in most cases, but that product started at roughly about $550 a box for hobby.
Emran, I could swear in some of those cards, I have some Topps unlicensed, but I think he's wearing a Spurs jersey, but you just can't see that it says Spurs.
Correct.
At least that's what it looks
Correct.
like.
They can't even put
they
can't even put the word San Antonio in front of it because it creates confusion.
Right. Yeah.
So they just have it blank, or they airbrushed out the words.
Yeah.
At all. So it's just like number 1 in the front on a black jersey. It doesn't look good in basketball. Football, they can hide it a little bit better because there's usually no logos on the actual jersey. It's only on the helmet.
Yeah.
So depending on if there's a straight on shot to where they're looking at you straight ahead, you can't see the sides of the helmets anyways. Teams like the Steelers don't even have a logo on there. The Browns don't have a logo on there. So there's options to where you can,
Steelers have it. Which side is the Steelers logo on?
You're asking me because I need to know.
It's on the right side.
How do you know?
I know that. I know my helmets. They tried that out years ago. They said, let's see how it works. We'll just put it on one side and see if we like it. And then they liked it so much, they said, all right, we're just going to leave it like that. They never put one on the other side.
They saved half the price of,
yeah.
of decals.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of opinions with this. And I will just say that based on the basketball, it seems like the unlicensed product seems to take a nice drop in prices over time, at least with the unopened wax is concerned.
Which will not be, I was going to say it won't be a concern going forward, but Panini could come up with, they could reverse, right? Topps will get the licensing, but Panini could come up with unlicensed and probably will.
You are correct. However, the Players Association are going with Fanatics.
Okay. All right.
So the only way, and this is just a guess because I don't know, is for them to create the unlicensed product. So Sacramento is what it says, but they couldn't use active players because they're all with a NBA PA.
Yeah.
So could they get Weber? Could they get Spud Webb? Could they get Mitch Richmond? The answer is yes. But they would have to do individual contracts with those guys. Now I negotiate contracts for Dan Issel and Alex English and those guys. So I know that Panini comes to me and says, hey, can we add them? Because there's not like a retired players association that all of them join into. So they have to do individual contracts with each one of these guys. So if that's what Panini wanted to do, I guess they could. But that's a lot of work. And who knows if retired product would do really well, not only unlicensed, but also retired players. And if you look at what we're looking at with active, the hottest player in football, Jaden Daniels, and his unlicensed product is only 45% of the general public that we polled said, I'd like that better. What's an unlicensed retired guy going to be like?
I heard they're even thinking of doing the Folsom Lifetime League cards with everyone wanting that Kyle Draper
rookie card.
Yeah, if you get
money.
the auto, yeah.
Call me money. The lefty jumper. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going through this. I'm enjoying the Topps Chrome product. However, it has seen a drop in price for the hobby boxes.
The basketball?
Football now.
Football now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it started at 5 something. It's dropped down to 4 something right now. As I was mentioning with basketball, it started at about $550. Now you can get boxes for around $380 to $400. It's not like there's less Wembies in there. It's just, I think people are going, unlicensed is just not for me.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm concerned. I'm concerned that when the licensed product with all the great rookie autographs are in a product, it could go sky high through the roof because now you have the best of both worlds. You have the greatest rookie class to sign, as well as players like Brady, players like LeBron. LeBron is signed with Fanatics. Curry. You're going to have some of the biggest names now, all in one product, all under licensed.
It's almost like a monopoly. I don't think I'm saying that word right.
I think you're putting emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Uh-huh.
A monopoly for sure. And this is what people were afraid of. And you know what's so interesting?
I never thought of that. That's scary.
Well, Panini could have done it because they had the monopoly on their own. And which is so funny because then when Fanatics came on board, they go, wait, that's a monopoly. Can't have that. It's like, wait a minute. You've had it for the last 12 years. What are you talking about? Why do you think Upper Deck's, gone by the wayside, and Topps and all those other ones that had really
Are even the prices
products.
of my beloved blasters going to go up, Emron?
Just rip them already.
Oh, no.
You Barnes and Noble open guy. I see your stock in there. Like, I don't even know what I'm putting out here. I work at Barnes and Noble.
It's always embarrassing when you go in, you want to look at the cards, and there's people in line buying books, and you walk up there because they're behind the counter, and you're trying to, or I'm trying to be, kind of slyly like, can I help you with something? And no, I'm just looking at stuff behind you.
Oh, you're trying to, you asked the question, do you have any Shel Silverstein in? No? Okay. Hey, what are those boxes back there with, are those cards?
Yeah, you buy a book that, oh, what's that back there? Hey, I have kids.
Meanwhile, you're out in the parking lot using your teeth to open the boxes.
Right. Yeah, checking the phone. How much is that blaster going for right now?
I know the routine. You walk up to the counter with a bunch of books that you have no intention of buying. You go, I'd like to buy these, please. And then they go, okay. They start ringing up and go, wait a minute, before you ring that up, what are those boxes back there?
My kid loves those.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to skip these books. I'll just grab every single are they called blasters? Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like all of them, please.
Have you been in line behind me? Because yes, that is my strategy.
Oh, my phone just told me one moment. All right. So let's talk about new products that released this week. We had some fun stuff come out. This past week, we had Panini Illusions football.
Mm-hmm.
We had Donruss basketball.
Question, if I may.
And Obsidian football. Yes, sir.
Where in the pecking order is Illusions? It's kind of lower middle. It's not the upper end product.
What is lower product, anymore, right? What is lower anymore when the basic boxes score like $200 some.
They're Chrome cards, aren't they? They're not paper.
They are foil.
Foil, okay.
They're foil cards. I would say Illusions are upper lower end. Boxes go for between $300 to $325. We sold out. They came out yesterday, and we sold out yesterday.
Wow.
We had them on our shelf at $325. We sold out. Always expect the second wave to be more expensive. That's why it's always nice to pick up as much as you can early, especially if you're trying out a product, because you're going to see, usually in wax, it goes stable price, uplifted price again, and then starts to come down a little bit. That's kind of the trend that I see.
Is that maybe why the unlicensed Topps Chrome prices have come down? Because Panini's got the licensed, slightly lower end but more affordable version of the football cards?
Yeah, I think that.
So I spend $5 whatever for that, but this is licensed and it's less. And I assume there's an auto at least in the hobby for Illusions.
I think just based on my observations and my experience, I'm noticing that a lot more people are like, I like the autos, but because particularly in football, there's 53 people on a roster, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So there's a possibility of any of those players being pulled as an auto, as well as retired players. Like I saw somebody buy a box and they got a Tyson Bagent auto out of a 24 product. Bagent was a rookie in 23. Okay.
Okay.
So now you're getting
Bears guy, right?
You're getting the backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting 1 or 2 autos per box. You're getting a backup quarterback second year as one of your autos. Ugh. I'd rather just buy the Topps Chrome product and try to get Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams or somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I may have a lesser chance at it, I'd rather get that than a Tyson Bagent.
Yeah.
And so I think people are realizing that the autographs just aren't what they're all cracked up to be. If you go on secondary market and look on eBay, if I looked at Tyson Bagent, let's look it up right now. I'm going to look up Tyson Bagent, Prism 2024, and no shade on Tyson Bagent, but
right.
I don't know anybody other than his mom that's collecting his cards right now. Tyson Bagent auto. You can get a silver. That's even a jump version of this card. Best offer, meaning not even an auction. Somebody said, I'm willing to sell this card for this much, and I'm willing to let it go. $4 is what that card sold for. Now imagine you're buying a product.
I'm going to offer $250 and see if they take it.
Hey, they might take that best offer. They might take it. At $700, $800, $900 a box. For Panini Prism, we're talking about over $1,200 a box, and you're guaranteed 2 autos, and one of them is Tyson Bagent that you just sold for $4 comp. People are like, I'd rather spend $4 something on a Topps Chrome and roll the dice, because I could get 3 boxes of Topps Chrome that give me 2 guaranteed autographs per box, and one of them might be Jaden Daniels. One of them might be it might be Ben Coates.
Right? Ben Coates.
But it might be Tom Brady, or like even with the unlicensed product, it's actually worth it for the roll of the dice if autographs are your goal.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in this really unique situation. In particular, let's go back to Panini Illusions. Illusions, 3 autographs per box,
Ooh.
2 memorabilia cards.
Well, there you go.
But
For
who
what'd
you're-
you say, 3 something?
$325.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty good value.
Can't get your Caleb's, can't get your Jaden Daniels, but you can still get Penix, still get McCarthy.
You're talking about the autos. You get the
Correct.
cards, right?
You get the cards, and that's why people are like, I'll pay an amount for a Jaden Daniels because at least I'm getting a licensed product, it's numbered, etc.
And isn't it possible that there's a lot of people that don't even realize that when they buy them?
Hopefully they listen to the True Sports Card Show.
Right. I know. You're doing all you can do.
And they get educated. That's all I can ask them to do. Here's the other thing too. I just feel like if you're going to go for licensed product, in particularly Panini products, do yourself a favor and buy something numbered at the very least, because the numbered at least has a definitive number of cards that were created. And when you buy a card that's numbered to 99, you know that there's the most amount of PSA 10s of that card is going to be 99. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a guarantee.
That's like the serial number. All cards are numbered, but you're talking about the limited edition. Yeah.
Right. Not all cards. The silver prism of Jaden Daniels, not numbered. So if you get a PSA 10, yes, it's desirable, but we know that there could be tens of thousands of those cards, at least within one number to 99 or 49 or 25 or 10.
Right.
We know that there's a definitive amount of those cards. I say make the investment in something like that if you're going to make the investment into non-autograph type cards.
By the way, we were just talking about eBay and best offer. Very recently, I had a hoops numbered to 99, I think. Lime green prism, Zion Williamson, had it for sale at eBay. It was there for a while. I had it for like 11 or something, and I got somebody's watching it, give them an offer. So I sent the offer. I was trying to sell like $4.99, whatever, and it sold to an Emran Pilati. So thank you for buying.
I still haven't received it yet. Did you ship it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you send it plain white envelope?
I did.
You didn't even put it into a bubble mailer?
No.
You're saying that with such pride.
That's like $11 nowadays
To ship it?
Yes.
And I think half of the USPS has been fired anyway. So
yeah.
They're like, I'm probably getting let go. It's just going to stay on the truck.
I was like, Emran Pilati. So I texted him. He goes, hey,
I
got a deal.
It's a good deal. I was on eBay. I was looking at it. I said, why do you have a eBay store? He goes, yeah. So I looked at one of his items, and then it goes, hey, later on, I think it was later that day or the next day, I said, the seller's offering you this at 25% less. I was like, gotta take it. So I hit the button. Look, you made an offer I couldn't refuse.
Yeah. Nice doing business with you. Thank you.
Yeah, can I get the card? That'd be great. Because you definitely got the money.
Can you send it express mail? That's like $23, and the card's worth like
I need it to be overnighted.
Yeah.
Lime green Zion, 3rd year.
It's a pretty card.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it when it receives it. When we get it. Let's talk about basketball. Let's go back. Actually, we'll stay with football. Obsidian. That's a big one. So
that's a high-end product.
Well, it's, again, only in the middle.
Really? Obsidian?
Obsidian goes for about $500 to $520 a box.
I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will.
Wrong.
Isn't that one of the things where you get like 7 cards to a box? 3 autos.
I'll give you the exact number.
Okay.
So you're correct. Let's see here what the details are.
So that's a high end if I only get 7 cards in a box, isn't it?
Child, please. All right, here we go. You're getting one. You're correct. There's 7 total cards in the box.
Yeah.
They go for between $5 to $525.
And that's not high end?
No. That's mid high end.
Dumb, Whitey. Come on.
What is that per card?
Well, 7 divided by. So 5. Kyle, can you help me? I went to school.
Give me the numbers again.
525 divided by 7.
That's about 73 something.
$73 a card, and that's not high end.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Seems
Okay.
reasonable.
Or 74 something.
Here's what you get in this box. 1 patch autograph. 1 other autograph. 2 pieces of memorabilia. 1 insert or parallel. And 2 base cards. Now remember.
And no gum.
Panini going to do Panini, which means that the memorabilia, when you look on the back, you go, oh, is it game? Nope. This was a jersey bought from Dick's Sporting
This
Goods
is
or
not
somewhere.
affiliated with any
Well, yep,
living human
correct.
or event.
Correct. We just cut up a piece of jersey and put it in here. So those memorabilia card values are just poop. And I'm going to look real quick at seeing if we even have an existing example of that. So let's look at 2024 Obsidian. I'm going to look and see what the values are for a jersey card. Here's one. Ricky Pearsall, rookie jersey with auto, number 299. So the 49ers rookie, $34, best offer sold today.
What?
If you love to rip, Obsidian, I'm almost sold out, so it won't matter. I don't know if I'm going to rebuy or not. I may or may not. Sometimes it's like strike while the iron's hot and then get out of it.
Yeah.
We bought a couple cases of Obsidian, sold through all of them. I think I have one box left. It will sell probably by the end of the day today, so I'm not too worried about it. But just go secondary market. That's why we love being able to sell singles, because it's like, well, who's the greatest possibility for me to get in this product? It's going to be a Penix or McCarthy auto, right? And so if I look up what a Obsidian Penix auto would be, or McCarthy, I think it'd probably be McCarthy. If a McCarthy, nope, they don't even have it yet. Let's see here. Obsidian auto Penix. Nothing yet. I don't see it here in that product. So I'm looking, let me look at price. Sorry to do live stuff on air, but it's important that I pull this. Here's a Rome Adunze. Okay. Numbered.
That's Drape's guy, I believe.
Numbered to 10. Dual patch auto. $320. So if you're buying a box for $500 and your best card potentially out of that box is an example of a numbered to 10 auto of
Do the math.
Hey,
yeah,
it's pretty simple.
If that was Roma Dunze, could you find what Brock Bowers maybe is at?
And again, not only Kyle brings up a good point, which is also the fact that like it also involves in the fact of where are you selling? So if you're at a card show in Sacramento or Concord or Vegas, Brock Bowers is going to have a lot of interest. No Brock Bowers closed sales yet. This stuff just went on market this week.
Is there maybe a Malik Neighbors?
Neighbors is last year or this year?
This year. He was a rookie, yeah.
So I'm looking right now, just actively on eBay. If I look at Brock Bowers on eBay, active, you can get, there's one right now. No, there's not even a Brock Bowers. They have Brock Purdy auto. So this is a new product, very new in the sense of like being able to kind of name your price in a lot of these cases. All right. So, but I will tell you this. We did have a guy, one of our great customers named Curtis. He bought
Curtis.
He bought 2 boxes of Obsidian and he pulled a Jaden Daniels color blast.
I saw you guys posted
that on
Instagram.
Yeah. We sent that in for grading. The way it sits right this second is roughly about $5,000. So he's got a 10x multiplier on that card before grading. If that thing comes back at PSA 10, 6, 7, 8 grand. I mean, we're talking about some serious money. So there is opportunities, but it's a lottery ticket. And that's what Wax is all about. That's why breaks are so popular, because people want to buy that box, but they don't want to spend $525 on a box. They're willing to go, hey, I'll go, $30 for a chance at a team. And that's how it works. All right, let's go one last product before we close out today. Let's talk about 2024-25 Donruss basketball. What are your thoughts on this rookie class? We've talked about it. You guys talk about it often.
Yeah. Jalen Wells is maybe going to be rookie of the year. Local guy with 2nd round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Steal of the draft.
He and Stephon Castle may be the most sought after rookies. There's obviously a kind of a drop off just from Wemby, but it's a big drop off. Nothing against those guys. I think Stephon Castle is going to end up being a big star. You know
what's interesting is that you have Panini who chooses players to go on their covers, right? Like, there's some unfortunate choices. 2022, Topps decided to make Wander Franco their cover boy. That was probably a bad choice, but they didn't know. But you look at some of Panini's choices that are out there, and you're like, almost like a Madden cover curse. This year with 24 Mosaic, their 2 cover boys were Penix and Jordan Love. Not bad. Not bad. On Donruss Elite product, JJ McCarthy was the cover boy. Okay. Not bad.
Unfortunately,
those are Penix and McCarthy are your 2 guys that you want out of the product. Obsidian had Garrett Wilson as their choice.
Okay.
Who's going to throw to that guy?
Yeah.
And then you've got I'm just looking at who was on Illusions. I have to look again. Donruss. Guess who the cover boy is for Donruss basketball? You'll never get it. He plays for the Blazers.
Donovan Klingon.
Correct. That
said I'd never get it.
The Klingon.
Yeah.
The Klingon.
Two-time champion.
So Donovan Klingon is the cover boy. Who's on hoops?
I'm going to recuse myself because I saw them.
He sits on the bench. Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Is it it's a rookie?
Yep, plays for the Rockets.
Oh, really? Shepard?
Reed Shepard.
Oh, you mean the G Leaguer?
These are, what's your choices?
Mhm.
When you can't have some.
Wasn't last year the Thompson twins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Asar had the same blood clot thing that Wemby had.
That's true. What I'm getting at is that they don't make the product good or bad, but this rookie class kind of. We have it on our shelf at $259 a box. Comes with one autograph. Let me give you more details on Donruss basketball hobby.
Also, to close the loop, the Illusion cover looks like it was Tua.
Tua's on the front.
I think so.
There, I think you're right. It is. There should be two players. Am I wrong?
I think it's Dan Marino is the other one.
Not bad.
No, it's not two players. It's two players. So.
Is there a rim shot sound?
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Anything?
Not available.
Can I?
Sound not available. File not available.
We need to add the Price is Right horn as well. Do you have that? No, that's a win. That's a Family Feud. That's no. Price is Right horn, the loser horn.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Record that.
Clip that. Here it is.
Right.
That's every joke that you have. Oh, I'm running. Oh, this is a mess. Let's clean this up in editing. Oh, we're live.
There it is.
Yeah, we'll clean up in editing. Oh, this is live. This is not a podcast. Okay, got it.
Let me just real quick, if I may add something. This week I completed my 87, 88 Flair basketball and 88, 89 Flair basketball complete sets. You inspired me to complete whole sets. So I now have 73 Topps basketball and those 2 Flair basketball sets. So thank you for the inspiration. I'm very happy to have 3 now complete sets of basketball cards.
I'm only excited because you bought all the cards for me. All right, so moving around. You spent the money in my store. Thank you. Otherwise, I could care less. All right, so Donruss basketball. The details are you get a bunch of cards, lots of base.
Oh, that's good. You get a bunch of cards.
10 packs per box, 30 cards per pack, 300 total cards.
Mhm.
One autograph and 60 parallels. This is kind of the base part 2. You figure Hoops is base part 1. Donruss is base part 2. You're getting one autograph per. The product's the low end average. I'll probably pack that thing out. Whatever. I'm mentioning because it just came out. Not much past that. All right, moving right along.
Yeah.
Next
that
week,
or Hoops? Which one is a better buy?
probably Hoops.
Really?
Yeah, you're buying one box for $259 and you're buying another box for $169, $150 something. So if you're going to get the same type of autographs for the same group of guys, you might as well just, if you're looking for that Reed Shepard.
And both of them have higher end versions coming out, right?
Yeah.
You have the, what do they call it for Hoops? They have it.
Premium stock.
Thank you. And then of course, Donruss Optic. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's the same cards, but just a fancier, glossier version, shinier.
I got to say something. How long you been co-hosting with me now? About 6 months?
Oh, it's been 55 minutes.
55 minutes.
No, I don't know how many months. It flies by.
Your knowledge has been massively increased. I'm so impressed by you. And AC says, congrats on completing the 87, 88 Fleer set. Why?
Thanks, AC.
It's just one of those things.
I'm really behind you around here. I don't care as long as you put them at my store.
I mean, but I meant every word of that.
I know you did. I know.
I meant every word.
But I didn't buy all them at your store. But that's anyway.
Okay. It's great having you for the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a few minutes left. Just a few minutes left. You have some of your favorite. I brought you another box of
thank you.
Of the
Allen and Ginter.
Allen and Ginter. You're going to be opening that with family this weekend again?
That's the plan, yes. My 2 daughters are both going to be in town, and they love with their husbands. We love opening. Everybody has a good time with them, and because there's baseball players, there's football players, there's people from all walks of life. They're just a lot of fun. So thank you. Everyone enjoys it. And isn't that what it's about sometimes? Not about, and I get caught up in it as much as anybody. What's this worth? What can I sell it for? No, it's like, hey, these are cards, baseball cards. They're fun. Let's have a fun time opening cards. How about that?
You seem excited about cards. I'm also giving you a box of 2024 Panini Prospects. And this is 6 autographs per box. We have them on our shelf at $159.
Panini Prospectors, so it's like the old guys with a pickaxe.
Oh, yeah. And
that's great.
And they're clanging around pans and stuff.
Yeah.
The Prospects is six cards per pack.
Is it
6
baseball?
autographs per box. Yeah, baseball.
Thank you.
And I'm excited about that.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I'm going to pack up my stuff. I'm not going to say goodbye to either you or Kyle. I'm going to go straight to Sacramento Portuguese Hall to go check out.
Goodbye. I mean,
no, this is my goodbye to you. Whenever I leave a party, by the way, I do the same type of thing. I go, I don't want to say goodbye to everybody. I just want them to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I go, excuse me, where's the restroom? And then they tell me, and then I just disappear and never come back.
Restroom's right down the hallway in the corner. Yeah.
Thanks.
So unnecessary. Just leave.
No. Farewell, everybody. Until next time, we'll see you. Oh, I'm going to be live with you, but I'll be in Chicago.
Wow.
Next week, I'll be in Chicago.
I'll be happy to join you.
We're going to be at the Chicago Sports Spectacular, me and Shep. So we'll join you via StreamYard.
I look forward to it. Yes.
Have a great week, everybody. For me, Whitey Gleason, and Kyle behind the window.
Not Whitey Gleason.
And Kyle behind the window. It's Emran Pilati. We'll see you next week here on the True Sports Card Show.
There's always kids inside. Why aren't they in school? They're at the card store. Talk about True Sports Card Store, yeah. Card store. Talk about True Sports Card Store, yeah.
There's no better time